starts. Today's video will be a tutorial starts to show you exactly what it takes to start a character once you download the game. It's fun, it's fast, it's easy. Let's get this going. First thing you do when you load up the game is you gotta go into it. You press X. You go through the first little load screen, it tells you you're connecting. Your uptime before you're able to play may take a little bit longer than mine, as I am a legendary member, meaning I pay for a monthly subscription to be able to utilize all assets in the game. Uh, at the beginning, though, those assets mean nothing. When you first create a character, the first thing you're going to see is where you see all these names down here, they will be blank. You will not have anything except for a create character. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create the character. When you press X, it goes through this little cutscene and it just tells you in the beginning, Superman and blah blah blah. You know, just the basic stuff to get you going. You got to go through all this little cutscenes. I don't see a need in it, so I don't really watch them. They don't really give you any information about the game other than a backdrop story. I've watched it a gazillion times. If you feel like you want to, by all means, watch them. It is pretty neat to see the different things they go through, and what they tell you is a pretty cool story. But at this screen, this is where you're going to choose whether you want your character to be a male or a female. We'll go with a female character today. And the next screen you come to is you get to pick the build of the character. You can go with an athletic medium, athletic short, athletic tall, a spry medium, spry short, spry tall. And as you can see, each one of them is showing you a different mold to the face, a different mold to the body, different length of legs, torso, arms, structure of the head, the whole nine. So it gives you the ability to really get into it and get your character either as close to the way you want, like if you want your character to look like you, or if you're trying to model it after someone, you could do that. And then it continues on from spry tall to large medium to large short to large tall. We are probably gonna go with like a um let's see. Let's go with a large short. Okay, and then on the next screen is your custom, where you can dictate whether or not you're going to be a villain or a hero. For this particular instance, I'm going to go with hero, and then you get to pick your personality type, whether you want it to be serious, whether you want it to be flirty, a more powerful stance, comical, or primal. Uh, she's a female, let's go with flirty. And then this is where you pick your origin. What type of character you're gonna be, whether it be magic, meta, or tech. Okay, we're going to be creating an electric character, so let's just call it magic. And then, as I said, we're going with electric, so we're going to scroll down. But you can choose the uh, from the from the power sets that they have, which will be nature, sorcery, mental, ice, fire, gadget, light or green lantern, electric, which is what we're going to be. You got earth, quantum, celestial, rage, munitions, atomic, and water. Now, there are going to be some of these powers that you may not have the availability for because you're not going to be uh, a a member just yet. You're not going to be a legendary character. So you're not going to probably have the ability to pick water, atomic munitions. I think celestial and maybe quantum. But I think everything else is fair game. Uh, but like I said, we're going to be going with electric. So let's pick electricity. Now the next page is going to be where you select your movement type. Your movement types vary from flight to skimming to acrobatics and the super speed. If you like flash, there's your super speed. If you like the Batman ability to be able to use grappling hooks and to have, just be able to run, you got your aerobatics. Now, if you like your Silver Surfer type character, skimming is as close to a Silver Surfer surfboard as you're gonna get. It's just two pads underneath your feet that act like a board of sorts, and you just glide around from with it like that. And then you have flight, which is obvious, you're flying. But we're gonna go with skimming. I happen to like skimming. This is the next page is your weapon selection. It's where you're gonna choose your initial weapon that you're gonna have the capability of using right off the jump. You got hand blaster, one-handed, staff, dual wield, two-handed, martial arts, dual pistol, bow, a bow, brawling, a rifle, and a shield. If you like Wonder Woman, there's your shield. We're going to go with brawling, and the explanation for that will be at a later detail. Will come at a later time, excuse me. But it's going to work out great because of a weapon master that you're going to need to have for the healing side of electric. And the electric, all roles have two two roles. You have a DPS, which stands for damage per second, and you have a support role. The electricity support role is a healer. So, you kind of want to go with that. Your last page is your summary page. Uh, you can check to make sure your appearance is what you want, where you can pick your body size, your skin tone. You can just go as far into it as you want. I actually have all these available, so that's why you're seeing all of them. But I mean, I'm just showing them to you to where you can see the possibilities. Now some of these, like the leopard and tiger, the lion, the fox, the wolf, uh, the barbarian, the tattooed, uh, angry, cheerful, wise, useful. All of those are available whether you have a membership or not. It's just those center ones that are the special ones. I think the undead, the cyborg, the robot, the chrome, the crystalline. I think plant may be one of the originals. But I mean, you can just go through and pick whichever one you want. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with tattoo. Okay, and then you can come in and you can pick your hair. You can say you wanted her bald. You can give her an afro, the angled bob, a bob, braided, buzzed, a classic, dreadlocks, flat top, long, metalhead, mohawk, ninja's braid, pixie, ponytail, He's got a little ponytail. You can also change. You can also move your character around. If you're on PS4, it's with the right analog. Uh, Shoulder length hair, side sweep, spiked mohawk, spiky all over, wavy, and youngster. Um, I'm thinking. No, let's not go with long. Ponytail, shoulder length. Yeah, let's go with shoulder length on this one. Okay, and then you can press back. You can go into your custom, to where you could really get in depth. You know, you can pick your actual costume that you start the game with. Bold, Old Devil. There's a bunch of them. You just go through and just kind of look at the images, look at the names. You can pick whichever one of these you want. Uh, Formal cross. Pick one that we like here. Um, there's a bunch of them. Let's go with paramilitary. Your face. These are going to be like the items that you can equip to your face. Your goggles. You got business glasses, compound goggles. You got those things. You can get emissive eyes, enhanced goggles. You can just get an eye patch if that's what you want. Freaky clown, full dynamo. You can get a gas mask. You can just get plain old goggles. And then it goes into all these other different working parts that you can pick from. Uh, they do not have a paramilitary for the face, so I am going to go with the emissive eyes. Your emblem, you can just pick whatever. I mean, it's a bunch of different letters. You can get a paw print, a pawn, pinnacle, a queen, rocket, rifle, rock, royals. We're not going to actually pick one. Don't really need to. Chest. Like I say, you can go through and pick whatever. I'm going with the paramilitary to start. I got a little backpack. Your waist. We're gonna keep going for the paramilitary, and it does give you the selection to be able to just keep going directly with the same character line, or same style line, excuse me. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead and pick it out. The entire paramilitary. Bam, there she goes. So that is what your character should look like when you start. You can also go in and pick the colors. You can customize the palette to be whatever you see fit. Uh, I'm more partial to greens. Uh, let's see, we'll go green and yeah, whatever color that is. Yeah, okay. And to change back over, you press up, and then you go to your different pads, the different circles I have up here. That's a brown. We don't like brown. Oop. Yeah, we're not gonna go with brown, so let's bring it back down. We'll green it out. How about that? And then if you want to change the black, I don't recommend it because it gives you the highlight to the character that you might want. But if you do, you can change it. Just press down on your D-pad, and then you can just go across to however you see fit. You can go into the intensity side of it and make it more vibrant, make it less vibrant. You can change the brightness to be whatever you see fit, make it more red, make it more dark. And as you go across, it lightens up. So make sure you pay attention to the way you have that. We already went through that. Back up to this. You can go into the skin tone. Skin tone's fine to me, but you can go in. It's the exact same way as the last color pattern. You press down to change over to the different ones. Up to transfer over. Uh, then you can go into your hair color. Um, see, we'll make it pink. Yeah, we'll make it really pink. How about that? Yeah. And then we'll go up to this. I mean, you can keep going to make it more red, but we'll stick with the pink for this episode. The eyes, you can also go into it and change the color of the emissive eyes. I actually like the green, so I'm not going to change it. But you can just keep fluctuating back and forth until you figure out the exact eye color you want. Just to demonstrate on screen, you can see that the eye color, if she'll quit moving, you can see that the eye color actually physically changes. And then you can just adjust the intensity, the brightness. You can do whatever you want with it. Uh, but once again, I'm going with green, so we're going to go back up to it, adjust it, and select. And then your makeup. Your makeup is what follows behind you. It's your outline, it's all that good jazz. I leave it at straight black. You can fiddle around with it, get it however you see fit. It's the exact same process as before. And then we back up again. Costumes fit, bodies fit. Once you get everything done, then you press next. And now's the time you get to create a name. Choose wisely because the name you pick is yours. It's stuck with your character unless you want to pay money, real money, to have it changed. So make sure it's a good one. Let's see. Um, we'll go with a electric storm. Oop. Let's see if electric storm is taken. And to find out, it says name is invalid, which means somebody already has it. So what we can do in that instance is if we really, really want the name, we can just go in and change no, let's not do that. That looks kind of silly. We can say electric storm with a Z. Name is invalid. See, a lot of these names are going to be chosen. Um, let's see. We're going to try electric storms again, but as one word. Name is already taken. Hmm. Okay, well, let's try this. Stormy. Elect. See if I can do it like this. Oh wait, I know what it is. I'm sorry, I can't have a space. So let's see if we can put an underscore. Name contains an invalid character, so you can't do that either. Aha! Stormy Electric it is. And then you just click finish. You can skip the tutorial for free. It costs money to skip to level 25. It costs money to skip to level 210. I recommend just starting the game because you actually need to know how to do all this in order uh, to learn your character. So we're just going to skip the cutscene, go straight into it. Um, but that is how you create a character on DCUO. I hope it helps. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you continue to stay tuned, you will see that I will have more videos pertaining to this. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.